Good evening, everyone. I hope all is well. I hope your Monday is well. I'm going to get into what the I just watched, but in the meantime of my after show, let me introduce myself. My name is Chantay, aka Shantizi on Twitter and Instagram, or just simply just Chantay. So I'm going to get into the COVID-19 numbers. I'm not going to be long-winded with them. I'm just going to be brief, and then I'm going to get into the main meat of the topics. So COVID-19 as of Monday, August 24, 2020. So globally, we had 23,531,270 cases around the world. That's in 188 countries. This is no made-up bullshit. This comes from the Johns Hopkins website. Our death toll is in at 810,340. The cases here in the U.S. we're the fourth of those. We're at 5,735,771 cases of COVID-19 in the United States. We're leading the top cases because I'm going to get into why I'm saying this stuff. The number of deaths are at 177,179. Okay. So keep in mind, our population here is only 328.2 million people, while China has 1.393 billion people, and they have 89,704 cases. Okay. At home, according to the New York Times map in the States, California is leading at 673,384. They almost have 700,000 cases. Followed by Texas at 602,855. Florida's not too much shies away. 602,821. New York, which was the epicenter of this thing, is now at 434,462. Georgia is at 239,612. Illinois is at 222,292. Arizona is at 421. New Jersey's at 191,548. North Carolina is at 156,647, and Louisiana, which rounds out that top 10, at 143,707. In some of the counties, I'm just going to list the top 4 within the 100,000s. We have Los Angeles at 231,695, followed by Miami-Dade County, 151,986. Maricopa has 131,787. Cook County has 121,308. But you have 2 other counties that surpassed. Queens County, which was the epicenter at this thing, is now at 68,906. So they are I believe, the 7 largest cases in the county that has a lot of COVID cases. Well, the 7th county out of the 50 counties that have the largest cases of COVID. So that is that. I want to get into, of course, we have no mass testing, but we're going to get into that. Jacob Blake, you all know, was a young man, and Kenesha, in Wisconsin, who was shot by police officers after breaking up a fight. He had surgery, but he's in ICU in stable condition, and he's fighting for his life, pretty much. But his father said he's alive, he's doing well. I believe he's doing well, but, much prayers to Jacob's family. But this is exactly why the movement of defund the police is happening, because of stuff like this. So people are scared of the words defund the police, like tonight, but we're going to get into that. When you say defund the police, it's not abolishing the police. Abolish the police and defund the police is 2 different things. Defund the police is not give them more money than they have, right? And revert some of those funds somewhere else in social services funds. Like you have after school program, more educational reform. You have intervention and prevention programs to stop recidivism. You have affordable healthcare programs. You have all these avenues and all these programs, right? So that's what's going on. Okay? In addition to that, you have demilitarize the police, means no more weapons sent to the police office, or some confiscate some, military style police weapons. That's demilitarize the police. And then you have abolish, which dismantles the police and law enforcement altogether. But nobody doesn't want the police to be dismantled. Not even the people that are protesting. They just want the police to be reformed, to reimagine the police. That's why it's called defund the police and demilitarize the police. So I hope people understand it and not be confused by tonight's messaging. And speaking of tonight's messaging, my words, and I'm going to say this, not the acronyms. I'm just going to say it. What the fuck did I watch tonight? Seriously, what did I watch tonight? I felt like I felt like it was a whole nother world. Like, not just only the Twilight Zone, but it was just some bizarre, demented, dark shit. It was worse than Gargoyles. It was worse than Game of Thrones. It was worse than the Hunger Games. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. It was even worse than Poltergeist. It was like, what is it? The Exorcist, but really dark. Because that shit was insane. Deliberately insane. Like, it was fucking crazy. Like, you had speeches. I only caught up from 8:47 and on. You had some little white bimbo talking about, with Donald Trump's policies, it helps me build back my business better. Don't know what land you're living in, but okay. And then you had all these infomercials of lying about the COVID situation, talking about Donald Trump was the first person to act. That's bullshit. The first states to act was Washington and California. Washington State and California. California was the first state to do a stay-at-home order or shelter in place. Other states followed the lead of California. Before California started having more increases of COVID cases again, they followed the lead of California, of Gavin Newsom. My state called it the pause order. And we was under the pause order for like 2.5 months, almost 3. If you want to get technical. What else? Our strand in New York, because I live on the East Coast, came from Europe. Because I was like, how a disease will come from China will spread that fast? China's a long way from New York. It's on the other side of the world. That's because it was already in Europe. It was already in Africa. It was already in the eastern parts of the world. The CDC even said it. They debunked Donald Trump's bullshit. Okay? So I don't know where the fuck all that shit that Donald Trump said, and I like the fact that it was fact-checked in real time on MSNBC. Rachel, Joy, and Nicole fact-checked that shit. Dr. Gupta was very upset. Not Sanjay Gupta, Dr. Vin Gupta was pissed of the fact that he was lying about the virus and say he shut down the travel very fast. No, it took him a month to shut that shit down because he downplayed that virus and said it will go away. It's like magic. It will disappear by Easter. We will open up the country by Easter. It disappeared in warm weather. dude, what the fuck did I just fucking watch? Like, that was a whole lie. And then you're downplaying the virus. Once again, meeting with people at the White House, trying to have your Joe Biden moment. People are like, what are you talking about? He's white, single white female obsessed. He is single white female obsessed. Obviously, y'all don't see it. He's single white female. He's like literally crazy. Like, oh my God. It was so fucking insane. Like, it was shit. It was crazy. Like, deliberately crazy. Like, crazy town. Like, I never saw any crazy shit like that in my life. And said about the virus, like, girl said, oh, I had the virus, you know, blah, blah. He said, oh, then you're fine, you're safe, you're okay. What? And then you have one of the parents from Parkland who said it was Donald Trump that met with me, and the Democrats are the reason why the shooter came to the school. What? Where was Fred Guttenberg? I wish he was on Twitter to debunk that shit real quick. Because that shit was fucking insane. Don't know what the fuck that shit was. And do you know that Donald Trump is in bed with the NRA and the NRA is about to be sued? Yeah, it was just like nonstop of fucking lies. It was, oh my God. It was just, oh my God. It was just, ugh. And Kimberly Gillenfold, I didn't catch her speech because I was watching it on MSNBC, but I think I have the clip where I could play some of it. It was just fucking bananas. Like, seriously, don't know what the fuck that shit was. Where's that shit? Because I'm going to find it. Completely fucking insane. What? That was like, you're a whole ass Latina. And you talking about my parents immigrated here when Puerto Rico was not a part of the country. Last time I checked, it was. So you're technically an American citizen. Yeah, I'm about to have me a glass of wine because I don't know what the fuck that shit was. It was absolutely fucking crazy town. It really was. Tim Scott, proud of flunking out from school. Saying you're being part of the party of Strom Thurmond, who was an outright motherfucking racist, who built his Senate career with Robert Byrd on racism. Who we found out, I think after he died, he has a black child. Who had, because she died recently. He had a whole ass affair with a young woman when he was 25. The woman was 16. You proud of being part of Strom Thurmond? Motherfucker, what? Seriously? Dude? That's fucking bizarre. Then you have Vernon Jones tap dancing motherfucking ass. Good Lord. Wants to expose the bigoted ways, but you're still in the Democratic Party, but you want to expose the bigotry in the Democrat Party? But you support a whole ass bigot. I don't get it. Oh my God. It was insane. Nikki Haley saying there's no more racism here. And then John Jr. talking about religion. They trying to, your religion's under assault when your father was never religious. Never ever. And y'all live down the block from the churches. Like, I live right now where I currently reside. I live down the block from Trump Towers. Literally live down the block from Trump Towers. I live on West End Avenue on 61st Street. Trump Towers is on 57th and 5th. And talking about school choice, motherfucker, you went to private school. You went to a great school. You wasn't really raised by your dad. Only thing your father did was give money to your mom. Your mother raised you. Your father didn't fucking raise you, dude. Didn't fucking raise you at all. Seriously? Seriously. And y'all lift these motherfuckers up? Back in 2016, that's why I'm so tight, because people actually sat out as elections just to listen to this motherfucking shit. We could have had a competent leader as a woman who we will not be at home right now if it wasn't for her. Like, seriously. But this is only day one of this shit. I'm going to have a drink every night. I think I'm going to buy me another round of wine just to make sure that I'm good, because this is going to be in for the long haul. But until then, let's all be aware of this bullshit. You guys have a great night. See y'all tomorrow.